Today, we're talking about Jacob Eason, quarterback from Washington. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the great content coming from the team over here at RotoHeat.com. Eason's 6'6", 228 pounds. He played part of his career at Georgia and part of it in Washington. Overall, he was 468 out of 782 attempts for 5,590 yards, 39 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. In 2019 at Washington, he was 260 out of 405 for 3,132 yards, 23 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. So in 2019, you saw he had a considerably better completion percentage and better touchdown interception ratio, although, when you look at the overall, half his interceptions came in 2019 alone. For athletic ability, we gave him a 5.9 out of 10. Definitely more than adequate for the NFL level. The athletic ability, I think, gets an above average for me because he's got a really gifted cannon on that arm. You saw plenty of times where the play was breaking down, he'd be able to get out of the pocket and make some things happen. I think he's got enough wiggle to his athletic profile to make sure defenses are honest in that sense. He's obviously not going to have a ton of designed RPOs or designed run, quarterback run type situations going on. But he's more than capable with his athletic profile. For toughness, we gave him a 6.4 out of 10. When evaluating the quarterback, toughness isn't always just a physical toughness. Eason went up against a lot of really good competition throughout his career between Georgia, down in the SEC, and Washington. And he performed well. You could tell that he is a very capable leader, a guy that could command the huddle, and we think that has all the tools to be a quality leader at the next level. Maybe a little bit more of a project, but definitely has a lot of great qualities to him, and so that's why we upped his score and gave him a little bit better score in the toughness area, because it takes more than just being physically tough to be a quarterback. For pocket presence, we gave him a 6.3 out of 10. He definitely has the ability to climb the pocket and looks like he's fairly comfortable moving in and around within the pocket. And at his size, 6'6", 228, that's a good size for a guy who's a pocket passer, but has the escapability to get out if need be. He doesn't make a ton of bad decisions with the ball. I know, we'll talk about accuracy here in a little bit, but he's a smart quarterback. He's a little slower at working through his progression, so sometimes he tends to get either flushed out of the pocket or moved off of his spot because of some of those things. You'll see in a lot of his, I don't want to say a lot, but you'll see quite often that he'll check down, go to those shorter passes to get himself out of trouble or maybe to just get rid of the ball quickly, which isn't always a bad thing depending on what he's seeing in the defense. But definitely some things we noticed on tape. By far his best ability is that cannon of an arm. We gave it a 7.8 out of 10, and I know that some of us on the team have it even higher. I mean, it's definitely an elite level arm strength. He's got a really great deep ball. It's a very pretty thrown ball. All of his passes are really look really nice coming out in a real nice tight spiral. But sometimes we did see a little bit of inaccuracy in that area. But when it comes to the physical arm strength and the ability to make all the passes, he can do it. He's got good zip on his passes. He doesn't wind up to throw. He's got a good motion when it comes to throwing out the ball, a quick release. We saw really good play action ability. He can put a nice arc on the ball. It looks like he's got a pretty fair amount of touch. So definitely everything you want to see is there for Eason. For accuracy, we gave him a 6.2 out of 10. He can make all the throws when given time. So when he's under pressure and the play's breaking down, that's where things start to get a little more inconsistent from him. We did see some inconsistencies on the deep ball. There were times, throughout the tape that the team watched, so we have a couple of concerns, nothing that can't be addressed and dealt with at the next level. And he's got well above average abilities across the board. he's able to put this entire package together and get with a coaching staff that'll really help him develop and grow in these areas. I mean, he's going to be really, really well off in the NFL. Overall, we gave him a 6.5 out of 10. The talk, I mean, when you listen to the folks out in the community is first, second round type talent in the NFL draft. He's probably a guy that you are going to see go earlier and earlier because he'll perform well. We expect him to perform pretty well for a quarterback at the drills. He should be able to do well in the interviews. Obviously the combine is going to be a big week for him to help kind of catapult him and secure his first round talent if that's where they put him. When it comes to your fantasy drafts, Superflex obviously is going to be probably a first round pick, probably back half of the first round pick, I would guess. One QB, obviously he's late second, third, something like that. But there's always room to improve. I mean, there's a long time until the draft. He's definitely a quality prospect and a kid that we're excited about long term. We think he can grow into a really nice quarterback at the next level if he develops in some of these areas. But make sure you let us know what you think about Jacob Eason. Comment below. Let us know how you're feeling about him pre and post combine and where you expect him to go. And also let us know who you want us to talk about.
Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.